of the Rho Rho chapter of Sigma Chi here at the University of Maine. And we are gathering you all in this room here today since this is our first year back living in the house since it has been reacquired. And so, for that reason, we would like to do a house dedication ceremony out of the Sigma Chi ritual. So, brothers and friends of Sigma Chi, we are gathered today for the dedication of this new house of the Rho Rho chapter of Sigma Chi. We gladly welcome here all of our family and friends. We are happy that we may unite in this ceremony. It is my privilege to invite Brother Tom Murphy up to offer a few words.
Woo! Let's go reviving this bus for a while. It's been a long journey, but we're worthwhile. I mean, it's where I grew into the
louder voice.
Louder voice.
Project.
Oh, no.
Big voice. It sounds just great.
Anyway, it's been a long journey, but it's a worthwhile journey. I know personally, I'm involved because of Brother Nolan. I mean, we have a tremendous number of successful alumni, but it's because they know how to deal with people. You got to be good with what you do across the street, but your real success is your ability to deal with people, and that's what you learn at Sigma Chi. You maybe stupid stuff about setting up parties with sororities, but you learn how to deal with people, read people's situations. It's what leads to success, and we've been very fortunate to have an incredible number of alumni that are successful. And I'm just the organizer. I'm just the orchestra conductor. I don't need to play every instrument, but I need to know what I can do and get the right players. And we've got so many talented people that are part of our crew. I mean, I can't even start to name them all. Sean Kimball is heading up the chapter advisory stuff. And, the chapter advisory is, they're like the inflatable bumper guards in a bowling alley gutter. It's just keeping the guys on track until they can throw the ball themselves. And without that, we got a house. I mean, when we first got getting into this, and I was talking with Phil's cultural area, there's this attorney. She's like, "You're not going to get what you want by just getting a house." And I'm like, "You're right. That's just the boat that the chapter floats on. It's really the culture and the people that are part of it, that we're building the culture that makes success." That makes sense. So, I mean, Phil wanted to make sure that we were financially and business-wise savvy and not going to screw it up and lose it. But they were just as concerned about making sure that we were building the right group and culture. And we got guys here. Our mission is to give you guys the same opportunity for growth that we had. We've got a tremendous number of successful alumni, personally and professionally. And it's just, you're becoming successful while you're having the time of your life. And that's what we want here. And it's been an unbelievable journey with people jumping in. It's Kimby, it's Blake, it's Danny Thayer, it's Glock. I can't even name all the people. But, well, you deserve the credit. No. We're all parts in the car. And I may be the steering wheel, but if we don't have the lug nuts, we're not going anywhere. I mean, we've got people like Matt Tully, who doesn't even live here, lives in Rochester, but he did all the DocuSign house contracts, and people just jumped in and did their part. And we've now had the opportunity to form a 501c3 foundation where we can accept tax deductible. Danny Thayer, Andy Sawyer.
Repeat that one more time.
I don't want to miss people. There's so many people that have added to this. But that foundation is going to allow us to sustain ourselves. I mean, we worked with PI. They did the same thing. We used their lawyers. We used their paperwork. We finally got the IRS approval. But now we're going to have the opportunity to use this money. And a lot of the older folks need the 501c3. I mean, Brad Jenkins has been one of our key bundlers. Talking to the older guy. Yeah, but until we had the 501c3, it just didn't work for us. And now that we do, we're playing like a symphony. And our as we said in the chapter meeting today, what we want from you guys is be successful. Be successful. This is a greenhouse for learning and growth. So
Awesome.
Now, Sean Kimball would also like to share some words.
It's basically a dream of 20 years. It's hard, to be honest. This is a message from Glock. Our chapter advisor, Jason McLaughlin. Anybody that knows Glock, he's brash, he's straight to the point. But this chapter had 4 to 8, 10 people for years, and he got his buddies, and he kept this place afloat. If not, we'd have been restarting without any brothers. And it was a thing that I never wanted, because everybody I meet, there's good in every single human, and there's some great people. And for us to start again just wasn't going to happen, in my view. And Glock kept it going. And there's 8 or 10 people in this room, or maybe just 6 or 8 today, that when Glock said, hey, the chapter's down and they need a few $100, would come up with $800, $1,000, $1,500 to keep this place afloat. They weren't here, but they met here every Sunday night, and they still had to pay dues, and something happened. And still at the time, going back to almost the year 2000, Tom Murphy and crew were going to the level at Dougie Deshane's place with Tom, and they were taking the brothers in, and they were learning the lessons then and being around older alumni. And from that point on, it kind of, this thing whole grew, and we're getting there. So these are words of Glock, and there's some other thank yous in here as well. Chapter advisor Glock says, as we all know, the reopening of this house could not have been made possible without the generation and humble and kind brother Phil Morris. If we take a step back a few years, we find out that Phil has entertained this thought for some time. But little to his knowledge did he know that a group of us alumni have been trying to do this and make this a dream for the better part of 20 years. Once Phil got wind of this, he was intrigued to find out more. From the beginning of this, there has been one brother who has stayed with the course forever. Excuse me, it's hard. Determined to make this all happen. To quote the way brother Tim Dickey said it once at our Beggar's Banquet, he said that at the Veteran Center in Wyndham, we are the straw, Tom is the straw that stirs the drink. This brother Tom Murphy, like many other brothers do, he drifted away from Sigma Chi a little after college, started his family and his own business. It was not until later in life, the year 2000, that they contacted each other and Josh King regarding holding the winter retreat. Tom and brother Doug Deshanes were kind enough to do what brothers do and open their house in Lovell to host the first annual Winter Brotherhood Retreat. And this was when Glock was just an active brother at the Hovel in Lovell. The tradition held true for many years, just up until a few years ago. Now we're doing winter retreats here each January, just before they open the semester. The tradition held true for many years, up until a few years, sorry. This was the spark that rekindled Tom's Sigma Chi fire, and he likes to say, tickled his Rho Rho bone. I think we need a new one coming up here too. Since then, the guy's been all in. He's led this charge and never given up. To him, we owe a lot of gratitude. Glock wanted to commend Tom for all his hard work over the years, so he took in the tedious task of getting letters of referral to get Tom to receive, and he is part of the Order of Constantine, the highest award that Sigma Chi gets.
Doesn't mean shit compared to being part of this. This is what counts.
Yeah. Although Tom was thrilled and honored to win the award, it was not enough, both in Brother Glock's eyes and certainly Murph's heart. Not because he was not appreciative, but more because his heart and compassion were in this house, in this Rho Rho chapter. Jeez, I can't do this. Beer's not good.
Doing good, Kimby.
Not all the Nationals are headquarters, because this is what it's about right here. Because of this, we have dedicated a leadership award plaque to Brother Murphy. And it's going to be back here like our Balfour for us older brothers are. And there will be a Tom Murphy award every year given up to an active brother. The plaque is originated to honor a brother each school year. The active brother Rho Rho chapter that we see has the skills necessary to become a leader like Tom Murphy. The chapter advisory board shall nominate this deserving brother each year. And this year, we'd like to dedicate the award to Consul Nick Carter. Wait a minute. Now my words.
Other way back.
In my response to Glock, nicely done. Your words are get all the credit. You get all the credit. Glock said, Kimby, you say this is not me. Glock, his heart is bigger than this friggin' building. He was a 6-year brother too, I think.
6 years ago.
He and his group of brothers are so close. Millie's here today, and maybe a couple others. There's no bigger heart around. Those people, I remember when we started raising money, and they said, people need a tax deduction. And Ron, Millie, what did you say to me? Millie said, if you're a Sigma Chi, you don't need a fucking tax deduction. Pay the fucking tax. Rick Haney and I, who were both stung by the closures of Sigma Chi back in the day, I was chapter advisor when they closed the house with him. They then closed it later, as I had been a chapter advisor in that time. We'd always had the dream of starting this back up, getting back into the house. We started to use the alumni and having young men, reap the benefits as alumni as we did as young men ourselves. But it turned into an effort to not only get it back for us, but to let other people do what we did. And then we finally realized this is the time now to do it for the young men of today. There's no better time after COVID, after all the anxiety, after everything else that's going on in the world. These young people need us. In what better place for people to go to college at a big time in their life and to come into a fraternity? It needs to be something that is done at every college campus, and we're going to start it here at the University of Maine with all the other houses, because it's about your commitment to yourself and then to everything else, because that's how you do it. We have to prioritize the remaining needs and wants, financially support the chapter another semester or two. In May, is something I'm into that Tom and I had talked about, and in all of this, there's now a book by Anthony Bradley that's written, The Benefits that Young Men Can Get at This Time in Their Lives. And we need to all start to read and understand what that offers all of us. We will continue to raise good young men here and raise the bar for people and fraternities. We're better than just being a social group. We can do something to make a true difference and be damn proud of it.
Very good. Yeah.
Susan Morris, Phil's wife, a sweet lady that gave of herself her whole life as well, was a Chi Omega. Chi Omega has become, thank goodness to the brothers, have started to make better connections with them. We are going to continue to do more and more with them, and we hope to make a long-term relationship, and they will have a financial benefit, and so will the brothers here if that happens. The relationships that we're building are unbelievable. The support I've had, I've gotten lots of thanks today, but you can't do this stuff and come up here and be away from my wife all the time. And she gives me a honey-do list every time I come home because she knows I'm working here. But you only do it because of other people. Blake Fryer standing here. Blake gave thousands of hours to this, thousands of dollars in his full heart. He's a true brother. And a lot of us, Blake and I were here. Others weren't around and able to do the same. But the support that you give, and Blake and I both feel, that support that you guys give to us makes us be here and make it happen. And I'll be here as long as people are supporting us. We do need money now. And I said I'd never like asking for money. But we need a little bit to help all the time. We're over budget. We have 11 people living in this building. We need 20 plus to make ends meet and to do that. And so the brothers have committed to have 20 by next semester. And we hope that happens. They have 8 pledges. It'll put us up to 18 in-house members and about 23 members, 24. But we need to grow. But it needs all of everybody's support. The people coming back here to homecoming, it's so warming to walk down Fraternity Row where I can't even drive down a row. I got to part the crowds coming here, right? I don't remember it since the day we were here raising hell in our back. I just, there's no better feeling, and I'm close with all the active brothers here. Unbelievable what they've done. And if you sat in one meeting with them one time to see how much they've grown in a few months, you'll see what fraternities are all about.
Here, here.
Woo!
Thank you so much for those amazing words, to both of you, and it's an absolute honor to be a recipient of the Tom Murphy Award. From these alumni that I see probably about every week, I draw so much inspiration, namely from Blake, who 2 years ago became my mentor as Custos. I owe him a lot of my motivation for what I do. And the reason why I'm so devoted, I learned that from him. And I can't thank Sean Kimball enough for being one of the best friends to the chapter house that I could ask for. He's in here busting his ass late at night every week. I know I can't go a week without seeing Sean Kimball and maybe pissing me off a little bit. But yeah, it warms my heart so much to see you all here. I mean, it's reminded me just from the conversations I've had today and yesterday why it is we do what we do. The stories, the heartfelt thank yous, and just seeing everybody here makes my heart so full. It reminds me that this is not just a fraternity house or a chapter house. This is a chapter home. This is somewhere where you can come and feel comfortable and return year after year. And we will set forward with that standard of excellence and greatness and family and love. I'm going to continue on with the dedication. The dedication of shrines and temples come down to us as a custom of the centuries. It is a ceremony hallowed by the Holy Writ and in the rituals of all churches, and is likewise a custom by which the homes of families are often dedicated to their purposes and ideals. Even so, it is fitting that this house, built for fraternal expression, should now be consecrated to its good intent. The hour is fraught with memories and sacred meanings. The life and activities of years in Sigma Chi, and of how many years since 1902? A lot. In the Rho Rho chapter converge here at this point. And here we commemorate all of the beautiful fellowships of the past in this chapter and in all the chapters of our fraternal circle. The joy and laughter, the burdens and confidences of all the years that are gone, here greet the friendships of all the years that are to come, and yesterday now welcomes forever. Therefore, dear friends and brothers, we dedicate this house for the use of the Rho Rho chapter of Sigma Chi and to those whose names should be recalled and spoken again at this beginning of a new era in our chapter life. To the memory of the founders of Sigma Chi, Thomas Cowan Bell, James Parks Caldwell, Daniel Willem Cooper, Isaac M. Jordan, William Lewis Lockwood, Benjamin Pyatt Runkle, and Franklin Howard Scobie, all honor to their names. Thank you. I would also like to take this moment to welcome our new sweetheart, Haley Inman. If you can come up here and... We met Haley a year ago. She came around as a friend and immediately started putting in the work, helping us clean up, showing up to events, and just being an all-around wonderful human being. We are so happy to give her this honor. Thank you so much for all that you do. And now, if there are... We're not there yet. If there are any other sweethearts, come on, so you may say the sweethearts. Come on, sweethearts, come on. Any others? Get us started, guys.
You gotta come up here. Come on.
Want to go there?
Ready? Okay.
Long as it's bound to do, and you're broken and Cupid's foe, and you long for the girl you used to love, the maid of long ago. bid sorrow from your altar of dreams, and read the face of your dreams. Girl, there, the love that is just what it seems. Blue of her eyes and gold of her hair are blend of the western sky, and the moonlight beams are the girl of my dreams.
They got me like sentimental. I was like,
We're done. Have fun. Be good. Go have fun. Go get drunk.
Put this on Instagram.
I gotta give this one a kiss. It'd be creepy if I